Hi, how are you guys doing? So I have a story here, and we've read this story a little bit, so you might be familiar with it. But this is a story about families. It's called A World of Families. You guys remember that our title is what the story is called. So, A World of Families. And our author, do you remember who our author is? Our author is the person who writes the story. Now, in this one, there's not an illustrator because these are all real pictures, but there is an author, and it's Trish Holland. So, A World of Families. This is about all different kinds of families and how all families are different and also the same. All right. Families around the world come in all sizes and combinations. Even though they look different, families like and do many of the same things. So we have three very different families here. We've got one here. Can you see this family here? And then we have this family. What does your family look like? Can you maybe talk to your mom or your dad or your grandma, whoever you're with? Talk about what your family looks like. How many people are in your family? Here we go. What are they doing in these pictures? Can you tell? Get a little closer. See, we've got kids sitting on the laps. And these guys might be dressed just a little bit different than what you're used to, but they're still a family. And they're still doing the same thing that all of the other families are in these pictures. The people in families eat together. But you guys eat together with your families too. Where do you guys sit when you eat? There are a lot of different places that people might sit when they eat food. I have a cousin who sits on the floor. They have a special table that they sit at, and they sit on cushions on the floor when they eat their food. Some people might sit at the table, or maybe you sit at your couch when you eat with your family. So how about you talk and see what you guys do as a family? They play sports and games together. So we've got these guys doing an outside game. They're playing tug of war. This family's playing chess. And this family's getting ready to go play basketball. They go places together. We've got this family riding bike. And look, these guys up here, they're walking with their animals. Have any of you ever been in an airport? This family is getting ready to go on an airplane, or maybe a bus or a train. Some families even work together. What are some work things that you do with your family? Do you guys ever help one of your parents wash the dishes or put your clothes away? Or maybe you help doing big projects outside. Families sing and dance together. So these are all doing different kinds. So these guys have a piano. These guys are just playing a guitar and singing. And this family over here, they're playing drums. Does your family do any singing or dancing together? You guys make music? What kind of music do you guys make? What do you share together? They read and tell stories to each other. So this one, look at that family reading a story. It looks like they're at a library. And these guys are reading at home. And this family's just telling a story. There are lots of ways to do that. You can tell stories or you can read stories, but they share that together. Now this one has got a new word that maybe you haven't heard before, you're not familiar with. They carry on family traditions. So you see, this family is cooking together. This family here, they're doing something with horses. So a tradition is something that you do as a family over and over each year, and you pass down something that you do with maybe grandmas and grandpas. So sometimes some traditions are the way that you celebrate. So they celebrate family events. So maybe you have a tradition of doing a birthday a special way, or maybe if somebody in the family gets married or has something important that happens. But everybody celebrates differently. And those can be part of our traditions, things that we pass down in our families. When holidays come, families gather with grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. On those days, families make special memories. So you see, these guys look like they're maybe doing Thanksgiving. And these guys are celebrating a holiday as well. You know, our families can all look a little bit different. The people in families around the world love and care for each other just as the people in your family love and care for you. See? So families can look really different. And I want you to have a conversation with your kid and with your parents and talk about what your family looks like. Families come in many shapes and sizes. Family isn't always necessarily who you're born to. You might consider somebody family who is just someone you love a lot and is an important person in your life. So talk about what family is, what your family is, and how your family is the same and different from other people's. You guys have a really good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.